Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to my lecture series on Java programming. We have started the Java exception handling lecture series. In part 3, we have covered the try-catch syntax and some of the examples of try-catch. Now, before part 4, let me remind you that to subscribe my channel by pressing bell icon, and if you like my lecture, so press the like button. And if you have any query, then please send me your query through comments. I will reply your query. So if you want to understand part 4, you must see my previous lectures and then proceed to part 4. So now we will go to part 4. In part 4, I am going to explain you the try, catch and finally keyword. See, I had told you the exception handling is done in Java by using 5 keywords: try, catch, finally, throws and throw. So we'll see one by one. We had seen the syntax of try catch. Now how the syntax of try catch and finally works. So here try block is there, right? So inside the try block, in this try block, we can write the statement that has some possibilities to generate exceptions. If the exception is generated, then it will be throw to the catch statement. Now see, one try statement can have multiple catch statements. The syntax says for one try statement, because in one try statement multiple errors can be generated, multiple type of errors can be generated, and that to handle that errors we need to add multiple catch statements. So for one try, remember that, note that for one try there can be multiple catch, but for multiple catch there cannot be one catch. For multiple try there cannot be one catch. Remember that for one try there can be a multiple catch. And then single only finally statement. Now what is the advantage of this finally statement? Now say this try block is there, then the catch block says execute statements here when the corresponding exception occurs. Now for example, this catch is for number format exception, this catch is for array index out of bound exception, this catch is for null point exception. So if suppose in my try block any of these error will be generated, then the control will transfer to that corresponding catch statement. And finally means it will always be there. Finally means if suppose no catch is matching, then too the control will come to finally block and it will execute. So this is very important block now. So if a finally clause is present with a try, its code is executed after all other processing in the program. Now here in the try block is completed. Now see here, if I want to release my heap, that is I want to clear my memory, then I can put here. If I want to write any messages, suppose no catch is matching and it will come to finally, then I can write here no catch is matching. So like this we can write anything which we want that it should be printed. So finally means it should be printed. This block should be printed. So how try and catch works? See, diagrammatically also I am trying to show you. This is my try block. If suppose in my try block exception is generated, so that exception is thrown, right? So where it goes actually to the catch statement. So here we have multiple catch. Now see, this catch is there, this catch is there, this catch is there. Now one try inside this try block, if exception is there, so it will generate that catch and go to again the statements after the catch, statement after the last catch. If second one is matching, it will go after the catch, right? Like this. If no match is there, no match, so execution leaves this method and it will go to the finally. If suppose there is no exception, then directly it will go to the statement after the last catch. So this diagram is very, very important. In your examination, if the theory question asks like what is try catch, you need to draw the diagram also. So this diagram is important. Now again, I will include the finally block also into this. So this is the complete diagram. How finally block works. So in finally again we have a try block. Multiple catch are there. right? If suppose there is no match, so by default and it should go to finally block, and then it will execution leaves this method. If there is no error, then also no execution. If suppose there is no exception, then also it will come to the finally block, and statement after finally will be executed and the program will stop. So this is how finally try catch finally block is working. Now last time I started throw. Now see, throw says when there is an error and if we want to throw it manually, then we have to use the keyword throw. One of the question, somebody asked me a question that what is the difference between throw and throws. Now see, throw is manually throw of an exception. Suppose Java is throwing, that is implicit throwing, and if suppose I want to throw any error, then it is explicit throwing. So I want to throw my error. If suppose I will handle my error, user defined error, we are going to create user defined files. So that time I will tell you how this throw will work. And now also I will show you with the example. So throw keyword says throw and the throwable instance. Now after this, how it works? So the flow of execution stops immediately after the throw statement. When we say throw, so flow will stop. It will, the nearest enclosing try block is inspected. So it will search for the nearest try block. If try block is there, so if it has a catch statement, with that catch statement matches the type of execution, so it will execute. Otherwise, if it does not match, find a match, control is transferred to that statement. If not, then the next enclosing try statement is inspected, and if no matching catch is found, then the default exception handler halts the program. Now see, for this the example says public static void main try, we are calling the demo proc method. Now this demo proc method is here. In this method we have a try, right? So this, when we call this method, it will, control will transfer to this block. Now try is there, so throw new null pointer exception demo. So we are throwing our own exception, which is name is null pointer exception. Object is created null pointer exception, and in its constructor we are sending demo. So when we say throw, so it will search for the catch. Now catch is there, null pointer exception E, so it will come to this point, it will write caught inside demo proc. So this statement will be written onto the command prompt. Then again we are showing throw E. Now see, what is this E actually? So E is a null pointer exception E. Again we are throwing an exception of null pointer exception. So this is rethrow the exception. So what it will do, it will again search for the try block. So it will come here because this module is over. So it will come here, catch, again it finds that null pointer exception is there. So in our command prompt it will write recaught. Now what E? It will write that demo caught inside demo proc, right? So you will see the output like this. See, the first line caught inside demo proc, then recaught java.language.null pointer exception demo. Now this java.language.null pointer exception, why it comes? Because we are printing E. E is coming from the stack trace. Okay, so this example you have to run this example. You have to see that how it is working. Throw is working. Now I'm going for the throw statement again. Now see, this is very, very important example to understand. Here I am going to cover throw, try, catch and finally, all 4 keywords here only. So you have to understand this example. This is a big example, but then too, this is very good example to understand how throw is working, how finally is working. Now I'll start from here. Class throw demo, public static void main string arguments, try statement is there inside try. Now see here the statement system.out.println before a. So this statement will be printed as it is before a. See here, right? Now I'm calling a method. So it will, control will transfer to directly a method. So a method is here. Again here try is there. Again here system.out.println before b. So now again before b is printed. Now before b again we are calling b method. So it will, control will transfer from here to again b method. Now b method includes again one more try. So in try again system.out.println before c. So this is also printed. Then we are calling c method. Inside c method again system.out.println before d is printed, and we are calling again d method. Now it is going to d method. Now in this d method I have include in try I is 1 and j is 0. Then it will initialize the values. Then system.out.println before division it will write and then I'm printing C, system.out.println I divided by j. Now when I say I divided by j, that means 1 divided by 0. So here division by 0 error is generated. Now when there is an error inside the try block, so it will search for the catch statement with arithmetic exception. So in the next catch, it will go to this catch statement. Now here catch statement is there which says arithmetic exception E. So system.out.println, we are printing E, that is stack trace, right? This stack trace means arithmetic exception E means E is Java, what Java is generating. So same error I am printing here. So we are printing E. So E is printed D colon, see D colon java.language.arithmetic exception division by 0. So this error will be printed. After printing this, again I am saying throw E. Now when you say throw E, throw means you are throwing an error E. E means division by 0. Again you are throwing E. So it has to search again try catch, right? So before going to search, right, what it will do, it will go to finally and it will directly write D finally, and then the control will transfer to the throw E. Next statement which it will search. Now it will not go to this side, right? Here this is the last throw E, so it will go to where, who has called D. So who has called D? C has called D. So it will go to here and again it will see arithmetic exception is there. So it will print system.out.println C colon E. So you can see that C colon java.language E is also printed. And after printing this, now see, when you are saying throw E, right, again you are saying throw E. So before throwing the exception to the previous block, it will print the finally statement, so C finally, and then the control will transfer to the block where it is called. So who has called C? B has called C. So it will go to the B block. In the catch statement, again arithmetic exception is there, so it will print system.out.println B. So B java.language dot arithmetic exception division by 0, and then finally it will print B finally. After that B is completed. Now who has called B? A. So it will come to this point here. B has called, right? After this system.out.println, after B will be printed. After B, so it will first print the finally here, B finally, and then after B, and after B now there is no throw statement, so this catch will not be executed. It will directly go to A finally, right? A finally. After that this block is also completed. Who has called A? Main. So it will go to main where it is called here. So again it will write system.out.println after A, and then finally will be completed. So this is the execution of the program. So you have to run this program in your system. You have to run it and you have to see that how throw and finally is working. Try catch throw finally is working. So now see, here I had written throw E, but now here I stopped. I had not done throw E. If suppose I will write throw E here also, so it will go to, after finally it will go to this catch statement. But here since I am not throwing any exception manually, so it will not go to the catch statement. It will directly go to the finally and stop. So I think this is clear to you all. Now before starting throws, let me tell you one thing. The throws statement is used for the method. So if a method is throwing an exception and it does not handle it, then include a throws clause. That means we are not using try catch, we are not handling that error. We want that Java should handle it, so we can do throws clause in the method's declaration. A throw clause lists the type of exception that a method might throw. Now see, we need to write throws. Suppose IO exception is there, so we need to write IO exception, throws arithmetic exception, throws null pointer exception, like this. So all the exceptions that a method can throw must be declared in the throws clause. If they are not, then a compile time error will result. Getting? So throws is very easy. It is only we need to write a throws keyword and the error name. Just we have to say error name, which error will be generating. So Java will take care of this. So I think I had cleared you the keyword try, catch, finally, throw and throws. The important part is throw, which we need to handle. So we will solve some of the examples also in the next part. For that example, I will cover user defined exceptions, how to create user defined exceptions. So this is end of part 4. Now you have to do it by yourself and I will do the check.